timer on.
Okay. Set my timer. Okay, you kick us off.
Okay. Hello, you all. Welcome to Fit Beauties Talk. This is our first episode.
Number one.
First one. So don't judge us because, it's trial and error.
Yes,
but
it was.
Real live. This is a live talk, so it's nothing scripted. So everything is real. First, I'd like for you, thanks everyone for joining in with us or watching us. My name is, they know me by K-Fit. My real name is Kanae Yancey. I'm an IFBB pro. I started in Bikini. The first one to win the honor overall, first black woman overall amateur in Bikini in 2014. Got my pro card in Chicago in 2014. I did 2 years and then I took off 2 years and I switched to figure for a year. Now I'm off to wellness.
Oh, Lord.
Just to keep that short. And I pass the baton to Bree. Go through your introduction.
Hey guys, so I am Bree Wigley, IFBB Bikini Pro. I am a vegan athlete. I've been vegan for going on 4 years now. I am a part of the Pheno Beauty, so under the coaching of K-Fit and Coach Sporty or Jock. So yeah, I'm excited. And Sonia, here you go.
Hi, guys. I am Sonia Lewis, IFBB Pro Bikini. I've been competing for about 4 years now. I am currently and standingly on Pheno Beauties. I'm excited for 2020 year. And I also won the Arnold 2018 under K-Fit, leading us Black women.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm here, ready to talk fitness.
Okay.
Beauty.
So you all, everyone is tired of this corona. We want Rona to go bye-bye now. Bye-bye.
I'm trying to get it.
And I just want to ask Bree and Sonia, how is it, 'cause I know a lot of people want to ask, how is it training for a show? And the shows are always up in the air. You don't know if the show is going or coming. How do you stay motivated and get your workouts in since all the gyms are closed?
Sonny, you want to go or?
I mean, honestly, for me, we did plan to do the Shreveport in May, which we know is canceled. They moved it to August 23rd. Postponed. I'm sorry, postponed it to the 23rd of August or 22nd. No, that's the Clash. Anyways, the 29th of August. The 29th of August, guys, skip over those short minor details. So when the whole coronavirus thing started, I was gonna start prep. What was it, like mid-March, end of March? And honestly, I have not started prep in anything. I think I'm just super anxious, not knowing about work, not knowing how to get to the gym. I have a child, so being a teacher, being a parent for my child, it's just been kind of tough. So also when I lose motivation, I can always go and look at others' profile on Instagram. But the at-home workouts was not motivating me. It was not keeping me disciplined. It was not doing anything at all for me. So today I plan to start prep. For what show, I have no idea.
We'll do that. We'll keep you accountable for that.
Yes.
Please.
For me, it's been hella hard because I like to get up, get at it. I'm at the gym, training early in the morning, like get my cardio in. I don't have a treadmill at home. I have like a walking trail. So I'm like, I got to be booking it to really get my heart rate up. And then I'm like, crap. So that's kind of sucks. And then I can't get a pump for nothing because I only bought 2 pairs of dumbbells. And it's just hard. My booty bands only work so much. I'm like, bruh. So I'm just trying to make the most of it. What I've done recently is just kind of switched up my conditioning routine. I mean, it sounds cliche, but I went to YouTube and like found some old like training videos that I used to follow, like this guy that I used to follow when I first started working out, and they were fun because I was like, oh snap, like I remember doing these when I first started training. So looking at YouTube, looking at posts on Instagram, and just keeping the end in mind, because we're gonna get on stage one day. So don't blow it.
We will be reunited.
Yes.
And if you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready.
Okay,
You know.
Oh, that is so hard.
I just don't want to.
What about you, K-Fit? What about you, Coach? You know, I mean, I know you're planning to get on stage this year.
My initial plan was to do my come out in wellness with June 13th. That was the Toronto Pro, but since they closed the borders on us and they canceled, that's not going to be my show. So the next show that I have in mind is the Tampa and then the New York Pro. Okay. So they're all big shows. Hopefully they'll, go on. I start initially my prep May 1st. So I have to really get my mind right, because I tell people if your mind's not right, you're not going to put 100% in it. Because you can say all day you want to be on stage, all day you want to lose weight, all day you want to make money, but if your mind's not there, you're not going to reach that goal. So do you
have a plan for that? I mean, I know it's when everyone is competing, you feel that energy, you kind of feed off of each other. Do you think it'll be hard for you to start May 1st?
It's not gonna be hard, and I can say be a little bit challenging. I'm always up for the challenge. That's my motivation, to see where I can take my body with the stuff that's all going on today. Because I want to pop out, after Corona, like bam, Right. All the other girls, they're gonna be fat, and I'm gonna be snatch. Oh, that's
and I take it like, Kate, some of the stuff that you're doing, like training now, that's all compounding. It's adding up. So we just that's what I try to keep in mind. I'm like, I might not look that different right now, but
once you start shedding, it's gonna be. And
I know Bree, right? Bree you've been pretty much prepping, because you were supposed to do the Clash, which was in March? March, yeah. So, I mean, did you have some tips for someone who are finding it challenging, like to get in prep, stay in prep, whether you're maintaining, whether you're just starting that routine? I mean, I'd just like to know for myself, honestly, too.
Really just remembering, like I said, everything that you're doing, it's adding up, whether you're doing the right thing or you're doing the wrong thing. Like, it's compounding. So I just was like, you know what? I got more time. That didn't mean like start pigging out, but it's just, even coach, you'd be like, all right, you need to go eat. Like, go eat. I'm like, okay, I'll go eat, but I know I need to be eating. I need to be training right now, because when it's go time and when I can do my cardio and when I, can, get that good back pump and stuff, I want all of what I'm doing now to like pay off. So just kind of staying in it, taking it slow, not looking at like, oh my God, I'm 22 weeks out, because it's gonna seem like forever if you do that. So day to day.
Yeah, and it's a lifestyle. I tell people, I said, once you do it as a lifestyle, it doesn't seem like a chore. Yeah. So once you do it every day, you should be good. You should stay on point.
Yeah, I love it. I'm excited to do saying you too, Coach. We got this.
I'm excited. I'm waiting for this division to come for around. Ever since I got my pro card, actually, I was seeing the girls overseas in wellness and their look, and I was really a big fan of their look. Yeah. And I said, dang, I just wish they would come over to the US, to the US. And finally, when they made that announcement this year, I was like, oh, I'm on.
That's so cool how you as an athlete and even a coach, like, you're so flexible and like, I don't know, I just really admire that. You've gone from bikini to figure to now wellness. Like, this.
Then she's going to physique after. So.
No, I'm not.
Then women's bodybuilding.
Physique, you know what I'm saying? But that's what I like about this sport, because I know I can take my body to different levels and push myself.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's good, Coach. So I have a question for you. I mean, I know when you first started, you said, you didn't want to do bikini. Like, bikini wasn't your thing at first because you admired some lady that looked like figure or a competitor that was figure. Yeah. So do you feel, because I do find a lot of people who may have a physique that looks like a figure or something outside of bikini, but they're just so gun-ho on, I'm going to do bikini. Like, how do you feel about that?
So you asking? Well, I see a lot of girls that have figure bodies and that wants to do bikini.
Right.
When wellness wasn't, an option. So I never want to steer someone from their dreams for being a bikini girl. So what I do is I said, well, we're gonna try this. We're gonna see how what your body, go, looks like in a couple of months, and we'll go from there. Because some girls don't like to look at figure, some girls don't like to look at bikini, but you really have to go where your genetics go and your body goes.
Right.
And some people have a body like mine, which can go, all three divisions. And some people just have bikini, and some people are just really fit for a figure. So you really have to kind of try it out first to see which one you fall into. Of course, me as a coach, I'm gonna keep it real, but I don't want to crush no one's dreams either. And I've seen girls that are already 165 pounds, 5'3", with solid muscle that wants to be bikini. I'm like, you're 5'3", your stage weight is gonna be about $105.
Right.
Right.
I said, yes. So that means we gotta run off all that muscle, dial you down. If you're up for that, then cool. But if you're not, I don't want to hear your mouth because I already warned you. Okay?
Right.
I think right now this topic is a great way to introduce our topic for this
Yes.
segment. We didn't even tell y'all. The topic is first time competitors. What
Whoop,
to
whoop.
expect as a first? We've all been there. Coach just touched on, like when it's your first go around, you got to get a feel for it. So today we're gonna cover first time competitors.
So I'm gonna tell my experience with my first show real quick. I'll make it short. My first show, first of all, I got into it because it was a bet.
Turn out no money.
I did all my research. I was seeing the girls, bikinis, and I was like, well, I want to look different, because my background was, makeup artist, designing, and all that other stuff with fashion and makeup. So I was like, well, I'm gonna get me a designer suit. So, honey, I hired this designer. I told him I want a lime green suit. And it was like terry cloth or something. I don't know what kind of material it was. But it was like a halter,
a bun, bandeau, whatever.
With a wrap around it, with one shoulder. Like I think it was like one thing, lime green with white rhinestones, which I hate, white rhinestones, and I had a blonde bang, with this like an ombre, brownish red straight hair. I mean, it was bomb, but it was
God, it was busy.
It was busy. Yeah.
So I was like, never again. I would never do that again. So I know a lot of people follow me with the Keep It Real with Kay, and I tell them the reason why I do this is because I was in their same shoes as you are. I wanted to stand out. I wanted to, to do this, but I had to realize this wasn't my background. This is a whole different industry, and you have to look the part. So suit selections, that was my thing that I would never do for my first show. That's why I wish I could take back was that suit, that green suit that look a mess. Yes.
Yeah, I like that. Okay, Sonia. Yeah, this quick icebreaker moment. Sonia, what's one thing you would change about your first competition if you?
Oh my gosh, my first competition. Besides everything, my first competition was 2016. It was the Rope Man show. Is that not Eastern? What is the first one in March?
Coastal.
The Coastal. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
my first show. I didn't even want to compete, honestly, in the beginning. I just got a trainer that were training competitors. He was like, you could be a bikini competitor. And I'm like, what? No, I don't want to look like a man. I don't want all these muscles. Like, what are you talking about? So I started going to the show. I went to more natural shows than I did NPC. And long story short, it came to me competing. Now, guys, I went through everything with the diet, followed the diet, the cardio, the posing. I had a posing coach. I got my first suit was like at barely visible. It wasn't one solid
Don't
color.
know names.
Oh, yeah.
They're even still around. And it had like green and red stripe. It was like different multi-color. It was a beautiful suit, but definitely not for the stage. So the thing about my first show is, even though I practice everything, I didn't realize how much anxiety I have. So I got on stage, it was my turn, and I went to pose. I could not pose, guys. Like, my foot was so planted on this stage. I felt like a deer in headlights, like front pose, back pose. It was super tragic. And I believe this was like open. The way they set it up, I started open and then I went down to like novice at the time. By the time I got to novice, I did way better because I had already walked. But
Yeah.
I don't even know what I would have been able to change at that point. Like,
Throw the
I
whole
don't
show.
know. Practice.
Throw the
Throw the
whole
whole show away, boo.
I love it.
Hey guys, after that show, I made like 50 t-shirts that said "No Way Sonia." I had my family come from out of state. I had a big gym family, 50 people that came to that show. I did terrible. I said I'm never gonna compete ever again. It was not for me.
Now
And look where I am today.
Right.
Arnold winner. Yeah.
Arnold winner, pro status.
Exactly. You
Trying
gotta
to make it to the Olympia.
Road to Olympia.
I love it. I think for me, mine's super quick. My tan always been a mess, y'all.
I agree. I second that.
Shut up right now. So literally my first show, this was my tan.
You ain't had no tan.
I mean, I did what I thought the bottle said do, but baby, I was just, my skin tone did not complement the background. It was at the Europa in Charlotte, North Carolina in 2017. I ended up winning just because, you know, the stage presence aspect, but I'm my tan. I'm like, nobody told me to pull my suit bottoms up, so it just was really bad. My suit was like a one size fit all type of situation. So,
Oh
no.
wow.
yeah, so the stage presence was the thing for me. I did my little hair, but it was like this short. The curls was real
Them 3 curls.
yes, baby. Girl, it was bad. So I ended up winning like overall and stuff, and like it was great, and it was a learning process. But my stage presence like definitely like has evolved and still evolving because this year I'm a master the tan. I'm waxing everything. And
exfoliated.
Exactly. Hairless and fluid. So yeah, that's it. Okay. So let's go on to the next part. The questions like this or that.
Okay, so a lot of people ask, should I get a coach? I will start with as soon as I started competing, I had a coach. It was a no-brainer for me because I'm new to this sport and I wanted to be, you know, educated, and I didn't know, you know, anything. I know some people do it without coaches, but me, everyone that I look at, like Serena Williams, Mayweather, all the high-end athletes have coaches. So that was my thing, to get a coach that is educated. Now, you have a lot of coaches out here that are not as experienced as others, but you do have a lot of good coaches. And I always recommend people that is new to the industry to get a coach that is, you know, that is a good fit for you. Because every coach is not good for you. They may be good for Stacy or Joy or whatever the case may be. And you just have to find that coach that you connect with and comfortable with and can give you the results that you're looking for as well. So my thing is to always to get a good coach. Bree?
I'll go. I want to do the next question, posing coach or not.
Oh.
Well, I'm just gonna I'm gonna agree with
Well, yeah, because
I've always had a coach. I've always had a coach. Might have been several coaches, but I don't know the sport without a coach. I couldn't even imagine doing it by myself. Even my second year, my third year, probably now I feel a little bit like I know myself, my body more, but I still wouldn't do it without a coach.
You need the other eyes, the other set of eyes for sure. Yeah. And see, quick thing, I didn't have a coach my first show, but you could tell a difference between like the way I was training in my body and my physique versus having a coach that knows what I need to be doing.
Bree won all her local show, guys, so we don't know what she's talking about.
I did, but my body, it was a little different. Like literally, it was
good genetics.
It was, yeah, but it was different. I feel like I've evolved, like truly having that set of eyes. Like, I think you should go with a coach. It's stressful without a coach. YouTube can't teach you everything.
That's true.
Well, how about a posing coach? You think people should get a posing coach?
I 100% think people should get a posing coach. I've always had a posing coach, even when I started, whether I did bad or good or regardless of the placing, whether that pose was for my body or not, I've always had a posing coach. Even now this year, I've actually hired someone to be my posing coach because I feel like that too, sometimes I know on other competitors or athletes how they should look. And I can think I'm looking a certain type of way when I'm posing, even when I record myself. But I think I need that second eye. I just think I need that second eye. I'm missing a little bit of something. I just can't put my fingers on it. So I've taken it upon myself to get a coach.
Okay.
So you have been my posing coach. I started out with one when I first started competing. And then I've just worked with you since, and I think it's helped a lot, especially if you don't have that stage like natural sass, or you need somebody to help you out, and with the basics and the fundamentals.
Yeah, the little tweaks, because you can't see yourself in the back. You can't, you know what I'm saying? Like those little things, I think, for especially how the sport has evolved, because I mean, Coach K, you could let us know back then when Bikini started. Perfect example. Everyone.
Like I'm all hell.
I'm just saying. Perfect example. The Arnold this year. What was her name? Justine Monroe came back, and you could tell her posing was so different from everyone else that have been competing.
It was more the traditional kind of posing. But when I pose, like, I put on a show, so I never did what they did.
That's a performance.
So I don't know.
You can do that when you're symmetrical and have good glutes, I assume.
Yeah.
When you tight, right? I love it.
But it was, but I think because now, I remember now the thing is to go to the side, like everybody doing that little side pose. Mm-hmm. That wasn't there, that wasn't, like in 2014, 2015, we wasn't doing it. We was doing the traditional, one hand on the hip, and that was
the
it.
X pose. Mm-hmm.
And legs more wider apart.
Yeah, because my legs were so wide my first show. Oh my!
In the back pose, oh my goodness!
You can put a car through that mug.
Man, what? That's funny. That's why I think it's good. This can kind of go into like the next part of next topics. What to do, like when you're first starting out, like visiting shows, understanding the sport, knowing the top competitors, who they are, why they are at the top. Kay, what do you think about that? Did you see any shows and stuff beforehand?
I seen like I said, I seen the show beforehand. I was obsessed. Like I was on YouTube. I was Googling. So you have to be kind of obsessed with something new that you're not familiar with, so that you can, be your best or be familiar with it. So you won't look so novice.
Yeah, so novice.
So you have to kind of educate yourself. But that's with having a good coach too. Because my coach, he wasn't the best, especially when it comes to women. A lot of men coaches, that's, they just stick to training. You don't find a lot of men coaches that go into detail with your hair, your makeup, your suit color, your posing. So that's why you have me. But anyway, you have to have someone that has that eye. So that's what he was missing, because he should have told me not to wear that green suit. He should have told me not to have them bangs and them 2-color hair. Okay?
Sonny, did you? Oh yeah, go ahead. Yeah, I'm sorry.
So I think you must educate yourself, and just follow the Olympians, follow the top people. Yeah. Look at the top 5. Do your body or top 10? Is your body similar to that? Is your look similar? A lot of people ask me questions about hair, natural hair, straight hair. What should I look for, on a stage? A lot of people say, well, okay, do you like natural hair on stage? I don't. That's just my opinion, you know what I'm saying? Some people can rock their natural. Some people can rock their natural hair. Cool. You won't see me on stage. This is my natural hair anyway. But with the natural. Now, I have a client that has natural hair, and we did extension in her natural hair, so it made it look real pretty. But as long as it's like manicure, not just there. Yeah. Because for me, as being a judge, I used to judge models in 2006, and it's distracting because I'm not looking at their face, I'm looking at their hair like,
that's big.
Oh, you know what I'm saying? If they, if their hair is like bleach blonde or just an off color, I'm looking at their hair like, okay, that's just me. It's just my focus is taken away from their body. I'm looking at their hair. So that's why it's so important to be polished on stage, to look the look. But hey, if people want to rock their natural, go ahead. If you like it,
yes, we have had 2 people to rock natural hair that did pretty well. Natasha Coleman, she won her Olympia qualification this year.
Yeah, polished though. That's polished. That's manicure.
Yes, and then we also have the black girl in Miami that won her pro card.
Oh, with the afro.
Yeah, she had the
with the afro.
That was her.
I think that was like almost. It was a statement, of course.
Yeah, I think it was a statement. Yeah, it was a statement, but good for her,
But like everybody can't get away with that. So
everybody can't get away with it. But she had the body to match it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Exactly. So when you have those two, then she was undeniable. But to each his own.
I think she broke all the rules that I've been told not to. The natural hair, the white suit color.
Yeah, white suit.
I mean, it was just everything that I was always taught not to do. So to see that, I don't know if we're going to say our sport is evolving and changing for the better, but I just don't think I would.
I just think she had the body to carry it off, because a lot of people are not going to be able to carry that off. I don't care what nobody said. You can have somebody have a mediocre body and they will not place. she had the best body out, in her lineup. So of course,
when it's your day, it's your day. So
it was her time. It was her time. Good for her.
Right. But let's go suit color. I hear y'all mention she had a white suit color.
She had a white suit. So okay, okay. My favorite color is my background. My favorite color is green. I love green and blue on stage, especially for women of color. It just looks the lights. It just absorbs nice. Even green, blue, and I like some purples on certain ones. Now for my lighter skin with blonde hair, I love cobalt blue with blonde. I love red suits with blonde. But you have to know what looks good in your, with your eye color, your hair color, your skin color, your tan color. It's like that all plays a part in the lighting on the stage, because every lighting is different. So
yeah.
I mean, I can attest to also saying that blue or green, I've done my best wearing those colors as well. I mean, purple, they just 100% dislike purple on me. It doesn't matter what shade of purple it is. It's like, I don't know if that's just in my head, but it's just never been good.
Right. But I mean, I think that's the slight difference between like the pros, because they judge us a lot more, I don't know, like more strictly, I feel like.
I don't know if they judge us strictly. I feel like there's a lot of great physiques.
Yeah.
So it's probably, at that point, they really have to come down to the small things like the suit color and your posing and what, were you, everything at that point.
That's just like when Latoya and Sid was in always be back to back, and their bodies are so amazing. They like, okay, who hair look better? Who, let's see, do I like her earrings? They're so, it's so a tight competition. You gotta go to their overall look. So that's why I tell people, I always, tell people you have to have that polished look, because if it comes down to a person, y'all head, like this, and that girl has a better look than you, they're gonna go with that girl, or she's more polished than you, they're gonna go with that girl. So you have to make sure your look is on point.
I agree. Mm-hmm. That's real. That's great. Real. Okay, y'all. So we're coming up on time just a little bit, but the last part I feel like is worth mentioning is what division and what part your body type and stuff plays. Coach, I know you went bikini figure to wellness. But touch on some more of that for new competitors, because I think a lot of people like want to be in certain categories, but you're like, nah, that ain't you.
Yes, like wellness.
Yeah, everybody ain't wellness. If you gotta
Now bikini. Okay, let me break it down to the three. Okay, the bikini division. The bikini division is more. I tell people more like model, tone, muscle. Okay. Then you have the figure, which is more of a track body with a little more upper.
yeah.
Wellness is between the two. Okay. Wellness is bottom dominant, nice set of quads, hamstrings, glutes, not ass, tie in, a nice upper to to go along with your body, and the sexiness of bikini and the prettiness of bikini. So I know a lot of girls, they was like, well, I was too big in bikini and, I want to go to wellness. I'm like, but you just didn't, just because you have a bigger, glutes or ass don't mean that you're good for wellness. Maybe you can just come down a little bit more and prep a little bit longer to get, to get that bikini look. Wellness is not for beginners. Wellness is for athletes that already been in the game.
With quality.
To me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That has that muscle. Because their muscles are muscle, like their legs are muscle, I'm still trying to get my legs to come up, you know what I'm saying? So, and I have legs, but it's about the look. So, like the girl who won the Arnold, who got her pro card, was it friend? I think she's from Brazil or Colombia.
Everybody is amazing from head to toe. She has that X shape.
X shape. She got glutes. She's just sexy. She's pretty. She got that stage presence.
Yes.
She's a bomb. I love her. I love the girl. I love the girl who plays second. Her body is amazing. I love her for wellness. I just can't wait for it.
I think wellness will take over. I mean, it's just like a complete package to me, but you can still exude that, bikini look, very, whether it's a sexy girl next door, you can still present that feminine look on stage. And I love that.
Yeah, I like that too. I think it's good to just look at those people in that category and be real with yourself. And say,
well, honestly too, like, even though I like bikini and as a pro I do feel like I could train, I feel like I'm glad they have this division for wellness now, because it do make people feel like if you like to go in the gym and train and lift, like you have a place to go. Because I would always hear for bikini you would get capped or limited to kind of what you could do after a while. Once you get there, you're just kind of there,
Yeah, I like that. Wow.
Yeah. Oh my God. These topics are very,
real.
Good. I can talk all day about this, but we only have like at least only 20 to 25 minutes. We're trying to keep it, But like I said, this is our first episode, so y'all bear with us, okay? We will touch more on this later on this month and take some of you all's questions and answer any question that you all may have too.
Yeah. I'm excited. This was good, y'all. I think it was realistic. Live. We was honest.
Yes.
All right. So I think that is about a wrap. We got some more topics, Coach. So we'll get on. Next Sunday, we're inviting people, right?
Yeah, so we can figure it out.
Yes. Yeah, we can. I can figure it out. So we're gonna get some people in here, and it'll just feel more like you're a part of the conversation.
Yeah, and I invite some pros, maybe so y'all can hear from other people besides us, and get their view on
Right.
Yay. Well, I think that's a wrap, and bye, guys.
So cue in the Megan Thee Stallion music. Let's go.
What's one?
I ain't got no Megan Thee Stallion. I got church music.
Oh,
Well, thanks for tuning in to Fit Beauties Talk.
We want to Megan Thee Stallion.
Hey. Bye, y'all.
Bye.